All right, welcome back to Wednesday, the 31st. Let's take a look at the news, see what's happening today. I believe it's the Fed funds rate today. So we had some 8:30 news. What do we do at 8:30? We're just in a big uptrend and it kept going up. Okay. We have Chicago PMI 945, pending home sales at 10. And then the dreaded Fed funds rate. So my guess is somewhere close to 10 or just after the 10 o'clock move from the pending home sales. The market's going to really settle down in anticipation of all the rate discussions. Take a look at what's happened since yesterday. Yesterday's sell-off had this double bottom here with this huge wick right near the close, right there, and then it just has been grinding upwards. I wonder if people are grinding upwards in anticipation that the Fed might cut rate. Take a look at our other charts. Everything is just up, I believe. Up. You see, it's just been up. Now, these are always generally mixed, but the clouds are up. Generally mixed, clouds are up. A bunch of up signals. Up. 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 So everything's up, right? It doesn't mean things won't change when it opens. Get that just straight up. Still up. And the market's not really moving, but so yes, it's starting to turn down on this chart here. On my server, everything is also just up. Generally, everything is up. I'm messing around with this other idea. So this is I think a 14 period SMA. And then this is a 50, and it's colored if the median is above or below it. And then this considers the super trend and where it's in relation to the fast SMA. The yellow is like changing trends potentially, and blue is uptrend, and red is downtrend. So, you know, pretty kind of straightforward. What I'm thinking of doing is when the market opens, I want to go in the direction of the longer term SMA, and I want to get long at the first signal in the direction of that SMA. So just had a strategy sent to me that I'm also testing on my other computer. Over from the July 22nd to the 30th, it did 19K in profit on the NQ with the drawdown of 8. But that would be 800 on the MNQ and 1900 on the MNQ. About. And it is a MNQ system, not really an NQ system. I I have more NQ data, so I loaded on that first to make sure it was working. But see, I'm running it since January 1. See what it does. Did I switch the markets though? Yeah, I did. Switch it to the MNQ. Okay, so let's see what it does on the MNQ since January. All right, so 2,500 drawdown, 24.59 with a $6,100 in profit. Take a look at the half hour day. Oh, he has this thing set up to trade all day long. So this is my guess. There's a huge profit bar at 4:30. I guess that is making up like literally all the profit. So let's look at day a week. All right, let's rerun these settings here. We need to, let me see the half hour day again. I know you guys can't see this, but it doesn't matter anyway because no one's watching. We want to start at maybe 8:30. No, let's start at 8:31. For open. I'm not paying attention anymore. Starting to sell off a little bit. I'm gonna be pretty hesitant today on trading because I do not like these Fed fund rate days. Those back tests from 8:31 to 10:59. That look any different. Look at this thing going. And I'm gonna be very skeptical today. Come back a little bit. Will it be sustained? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I want to forget that that's there. I'd be surprised if we stay between 300 and 400 today and just kind of bounce around a little bit, you know? We get above 74, 75, I'll look for a long on my server. I think I need to put break-even buttons on this chart here. I think that would help significantly. This is still going. The ES isn't aligning with that right chart on the NQ, so there would be a signal between those two charts. As ES closes up, then there's, you know, it'll probably on the next bar, it'll start turning up. Like to see it buy back up to 400 though. Not just because I have a long right here. That will be helpful. Like to see a close above 73.25 on the NQ. Certainly be nice. The 4 range price action isn't that great, but it kind of looks like it could potentially be like forming a range, maybe like in this area. So maybe if we do get a nice little push up, ES will follow and kind of just go up to that top of the range, which hopefully will take the NQ up to where I need to. But we'll see. All right, stop filled. Again, I hate Fed fund rate days, even though that would have went to my profit target. Here, let me just pull this up. There you go. Right. I'd rather take my 230, my $46 per account, and get out and be done with that, because historically I lose money on these days. And even though I was right now, you know, and then shit, I just missed a trade. Yeah, I just missed a trade at 39.75 ish. Wait, no, that was this was at 940. This was at 940.29. This was at, oh, maybe I didn't miss it. I'll consider that a miss. So this happened 1 second before this bar. This would have been my long for 20 points. I did not take that, and technically, because when this happened, it was before this turned up, but it was 1 second difference, so I'm not going to consider that this happened after. I'm going to consider it happened at the same time, and I'm not going to trade that. You see what I went for 20 points there, but one trade in my Bulenox for about, you know, $40-$45 ish. But again, that was it was kind of after that big up move, right around 400. And so it popped up to like 5-6 points in target, profit target. I moved my stop, and it came back and hit me. And so I'm happy with that. Fed fund rate days. Fed rate days. Maybe I need to go Fed rate days instead of the Fed fund rate days. Fed rate days. They don't like me. So I'm gonna be very skeptical and careful. Like that would have went to profit target. So the ES is turned down on this here. And we're selling back off. So we may just stay in the 300-400 range. I don't know. Kind of what I was saying as before we bought up to 400. Let's look at the 4 range ES. You can kind of see I was kind of saying maybe it's going to stay in this range. It's, you know, give or take. If it closes below 33.25, we may be going south. Is there news coming up? There's news at 9:45, right? Let me yeah, so we have news at 9:45 and 10. So there's news in less than a minute. So we will watch and look at selling off. I forgot about the news. So the news changes things. Let's look over here. Around 45. This is medium impact, they say, but it's a Fed rate day, so it will probably be amplified. NQ right now is working harder to move up than the ES. I think watching just the price action of the ES and the NQ together is probably one of the most powerful things you can do as a trader. Because they're not perfectly aligned. And so when they're not aligned, you don't want to trade. But when they are aligned, it gives me personally just slightly more confidence in trading in that direction. start to. might be waiting until 10 o'clock. This would have been the second long right there, and we went for 20 points. But like I said, this first one was invalidated, so we're not even gonna think about that. Still, this yes isn't really doing too much here. Got 2.5 minutes until 10, and what's at 10 here? The pending home sale. It's about 2 minutes. One minute. right at 10:30. See what happens. Or 10 minutes at 10 and 30 seconds. At 10:30. Nice little up move there. ES is moving back on this side. Still looking the same here. So the back test I was running earlier, 900 drawdown, 3600 profit. Lost money pretty much from 8:30 to 10:30. I don't know that we're going to take any other trades today. Now that the 10 o'clock news is over, my prediction was that it's just going to be pretty much crappy until the Fed rate. And so we'll take our, 230, which is not much. But on a day like this, I'm happy. More quick look here. Nothing really worth trading. So we're going to call it right there for the day. Definitely stay safe with it being a Fed rate day. And I should be back on Friday. Hope you've had a great trading week. I hope your week only gets better.